Hey, crypto heads! It's me, the Goose, with the Cryptic Paranormal Show. And over there is Mr. Heisenberg.
Hi,
Where'd he go?
right there. Oops.
Whoa! What's happening? What's
Never
happening?
find, never find the right setting.
But we are just patiently waiting for Denise to join us. She'll be on here in a second. She's running a little bit behind. So yeah, we just still getting over paranormal convention last weekend at Mansfield Prison. Parapsychon is an amazing event. Can't say enough great things about it. It's very well run, very well organized.
That was
Kathy
awesome.
and Greg, yeah, Kathy and Greg and their black. Thought we were doing some disco shit.
Nah, I can't get the light right. That's all right though.
But yeah, Greg and Kathy and their Black Shamrock events and their team Tri-City Coast Centers put on an amazing event. It was great to be a part of. I'm sure Denise will have something to say about it too when she gets on. But yeah, we had a great time. But it gets real peoply. After a few minutes or after a few hours of it, you need a break. So, but I had a good time. I got to hang out with Bump of the Night Society quite a bit. After hours, we went to the Hearst Mania vendor party, which was very interesting. Partying in the parking lot of a travel lodge, so that was cool. But yeah, you know,
Yep,
what's happened with you, Eisenberg?
not much.
Oh, I'll spook you later, crypto heads. That's the
I was messing around. No,
I
just
know.
getting ready to go on vacation. Not really vacation.
Oh,
I guess. Yeah, vacation.
where you guys going?
Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh God, is that really a vacation?
I don't know. I don't go in the water, so I'm just gonna be chilling in the cabana.
Okay. No, we had a good time. We just had a fright. The girls were running up and down the sup.
You actually did start without me. Okay.
I think so, but we have no viewers. I hope everything is like working.
Uh-oh.
So let me make sure.
It says
Well,
it's live.
guys, we're done. We've hit our peak.
This is it.
It's been nice knowing you guys.
Yeah, we had a good run.
You know. Hey, we got one person. That was probably me. Checking to make sure. Oh yeah, Great Wolf Lodge. That's a great time. But we almost lost Eliza.
No one's lost a what?
We almost lost Eliza. We thought she was gone forever. She was running out. The kids were just running around and they kept going on this one slide, and there's always Piper and then Eliza. Piper and then Eliza. Well, then it was Piper and then no Eliza. So I'm like freaking out, like, where the hell is my kid? Did she get stuck in the water slide?
Right.
What's going on? I'm running around. I cannot find her. She was talking to some kid at the top, like trying to help some kid, like talking into going down the slide at the top of the top of the ride.
Of course
like
she was
standing there. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I wanted to kill you, but no, you're okay. So
right.
And I'm proud of you.
All those kind of places scare me so much. I know I'm such a helicopter mom. Like anytime that the goal of the event is to just let your kids go and have fun without you, I'm a mess the whole time. And I get so nervous.
Right. They're both teenagers, and still to this day, I'm like, when we're at a family party and they just disappear, I'm like, where the hell are the kids? Where are they?
Right.
What are they doing?
Right.
Like the thought of when we go to because when Piper's a senior, they're going on the Disney band trip. That's when they have the Disney band trip. The thought of them like just walking around Disney World with their friends, not knowing what they're doing, not knowing
not okay.
If I wasn't on site I wouldn't have cared because I know they're being watched and I know things are being taken care of. But like for some reason, when I'm actually there with them, it's a completely different story.
No,
Like,
I
who the hell
can't.
is everybody?
I can't.
Hey, it was great seeing you too, Paul. We were just talking about how amazing that event was. It's
Yeah.
good seeing you again. Looks like you had, I saw your pictures. Looks like you had a good time.
Paul
I love
always
that little.
takes good pictures when he goes to an event.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
always
he had
forget to take
good ones.
pictures, but he does a good job about taking pictures.
If people take pictures with me, I'm like, listen, please tag those
I'm
with
gonna
me in it
steal
so I
that.
know. Right.
Right. Yeah. I
Yeah.
know I come home with like I took like 4 pictures. Well, I took the ones of like you and the alien and you and the
Yeah.
Sasquatch, but like I took like 4 pictures and 3 of them were the sunset over the building like before the actual event. I couldn't,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. It was crazy though. You don't really think about it because there's so much going on, and you
Right.
have to be all peoply and talk to people, and
Yeah.
last thing you think about is, oh hey, let's get a picture.
Right.
That's the absolute last thing I think about.
Yeah.
Like,
You
never.
did get a picture of Benny in his Cryptic Paranormal Show onesie.
Yes, with me holding them. Oh,
No,
things I do for
Heisenberg
friends.
took one at the table before.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Paul, you know what? That's the kind of event though that you can go with no money and not
Yeah.
really miss out. I literally only bought
I've
one
never
thing.
bought anything there except food.
Yeah.
I bought a couple T-shirts and a hat and small things, but not.
But yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, that
No.
is like you said. You don't have to have money.
No.
Just walk
I bought
around.
something for Shelly and that was it.
Right.
I
That's a
did get
good
a
time. Of
reading.
like, yeah, but that's I don't know. That's important, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to spend your money on it, but why not?
Right. I don't know if you can hear that.
Oh, he did pay $60 for an autograph and a picture.
Oh
with Mike today.
man.
And he wasn't even there on Sunday.
I know. I don't know what happened, but
I don't know. His crew didn't look like they were too happy with him either. It's just like basically just vending T-shirts at that point.
yeah, because I don't know if
You know
they
what?
told it.
And I'm pretty sure this is the first time it's ever happened.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to be there, guys. I really want to be there.
I mean, it was a crazy addition, and there definitely was some ICP fans walking around with their
Oh yeah, I saw a
makeup
ton of
on and
juggalos.
stuff.
Yeah, walking around with their juggalo shirts and their face
Yeah.
paint. Yeah, they were there. They don't
Yeah,
freak
I didn't
me
even
out like
notice
they do
any.
some people. Yeah, I know he wasn't there Sunday.
We just all
His
talked at
crew.
the same time.
So we know
His
each other
crew
pretty
was
well.
investigating with Jen, though. I did see
Yeah, and
that.
something happened.
Yeah.
Like they got the shit scared out of him at some point. And the one guy's like, hell, fuck this, I'm out. He's like, I'm out. He's like, starts
Right.
walking away, and April's like, nuh-uh, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So he walks back.
Yeah, it was apparently the night of the celebrity ghost hunt was wild. I was talking
Oh
to
yeah.
some of the crew from the building, and it was like, I mean, there was like cell doors slamming and like just crazy stuff happening.
No shit.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm kind of bummed I missed it, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's
So they had a vendor
it's a
hunt
little
too, I
out of my
think, on
budget.
Friday night. Yeah. I could barely afford what I was doing to be there in the first
Right.
place.
I'm sure it's worth it. You know what I mean? And I know people will like save their money to do those sort of things. But I do not save my money for anything because I am terrible with money.
I don't have any control of money,
That's yeah.
and
I'm in the same boat.
and I like it that way.
Yeah.
Well, I have control of money, but I don't know what happens with the money.
Yeah. I get my paycheck and my husband like sets aside some for taxes, does this,
Yes.
blah blah blah.
That's what my wife
So
does.
I'll like get paid and I'll be like, hey, can you do your thing with the money?
It's pretty pretty much
And then
the
if
way
we're
it is at
broke,
my house too.
yeah, if we're broke, he says, "Don't use your debit card." And I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, geez, thanks, Randy. Appreciate that. It was good seeing you too. I didn't make it over there. I wanted to come over to your booth and check out that that virtual reality thing
No,
you guys were doing.
no. I mean, it is cool that they have people sit down, but I don't think I
Uh,
can handle it.
I
People
didn't
were
actually
loving
look
it
at it
though.
long enough to understand what was happening, but I know you guys are doing some kind of project that you're going live with at some point soon. I just saw uh Holly post it. If you want
Yeah,
to share the information with that, we'd like to see it.
for sure.
Hey, speaking of Holly, there she is. We were just talking about your VR project that you're working on, and that you posted something earlier about it. I wasn't
Asking
sure
for
because I
EVP
like.
questions.
Okay,
My
got it.
I typed out like a whole thing on there and I ended up just deleting it because I'm fucking weird and I just didn't want to like post it all out on the internet. But like I tend to like ask really weird questions when I'm doing EVPs. Like I'm such a history buff. So I'm always like that's what I care about the most. So I'm always like, what was
Right.
this room used for? You know what I mean? Like I always ask questions about the building and then
Storage.
storage. And then I always
Of course.
pretend like I am super dumb. And I'll be like, I know this is really weird to you, but I cannot remember the president's name. What is his last name? And
Yeah.
then like that's I don't know.
Right.
Or I'll be like, someone just dropped me off here. I don't know what this building is. Can you tell me what it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Or
I
I'm
don't
hitchhiking around and the guys dropped me off here. I have no idea what
yeah,
city am I in
right.
right now. I have no idea.
Right. Yeah.
I usually get something like dumbass.
Right. Yeah.
Get out.
Buy a map.
But I don't ask like normal questions on an EVP. I don't know.
I like try not to do the stupid questions like, when did you die? Like
How
they don't
did
even
you
know.
die?
Yeah, how did
Oh,
you
it's
die?
the
Roscoe.
Roscoe Show.
Yeah. Yeah, like how did you die? And
Mhm.
like when like do you know you're dead?
Right.
What if they don't? And their intelligence like what the
Oh,
fuck? What are you talking about?
yeah.
I'm dead?
Well, if
What?
they don't know if they're dead, they're not really that intelligent, are they?
Listen though,
But we don't know
I'm
how they perceive
convinced.
things.
I'm convinced it's just two different dimensions, and to them, we're the dead ones. And they're like, "Do you know you're dead, dumbass?"
Right.
Oh my god, stop it!
Only if you do it at OSR.
And
Unless
say,
that's what you're talking about.
"Whoops a daisy" when you do
Yeah.
it.
Oops. Be really dramatic, long, and slow. Oh my god. Randy, that's a freaking mind fuck I don't want to
Yeah.
think about.
If that's what we're gonna watch in VR, I do not want to see it. No offense, Randy. Oh
Well,
my
thank you.
gosh. That would be really funny though.
Yeah. But we got
It's-
it's a great event. We got to see a lot of people. It was awesome to finally meet Tim Shaw like face to face. For as
Yeah.
long as I've known him, as long as I've been talking to him, like to see him. I've seen him before. He doesn't remember it. I went to a Glenn White seance. I think Mike might have been there with me for that one.
What?
A seance at the Knickerbocker that
Yeah.
my buddy Glenn White was doing.
Yeah.
Tim Shaw was there that night, but I don't think we recognized each other. Or I recognized him, but I was like too fanboyish to like, hey Tim, how you doing, buddy? What's up?
I didn't know
But
who he
yeah.
was.
But yeah, it was cool seeing everybody.
Tim's very smart.
I knew
There's
who he was then, or not then, but after. But at first, I didn't know because I
It's
can't
funny
remember.
during
Good evening.
we went to see his gallery reading, and he just started pelting people with hands full of
Oh
candy.
my god. And like hard candy too.
Yeah, he's like
just
just
like-
grabbing it, just winging it out. In
What kind of
everybody just,
candy?
Like butterscotch.
he said it-
candies.
Yeah, he said it was like the cheapest candy he could find, like the bulk shit, like your grandma would carry at the bottom of her purse for 5 years.
Oh, good, because I mean, if it was good candy, I might be pissed that this is the first I'm hearing
That you
about it.
ripped it.
But his gallery reading was super, like, really different. Like, normally it's like contacting old people, but he's like, or contacting like relatives. And he did a little bit of that, but he was just like talking as it was just like random spirit was talking to him. And he was getting very detailed with some of the people. And they were like, what? This is like
Yeah.
right on.
But he does it like
It
in
was
a
really
funny
cool.
way
He
because he
does, yeah.
doesn't like for example, there was a girl in the front row who was getting a reading and it was like one of her family members and Tim was like, "Can I see your right foot? Can you put it up?" And she put it up on the little like banister thing and he's like, "Yeah, slow down. You got a lead foot." Like he doesn't
Yeah.
just say things. He like everything's like a production,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
acting as well.
He did it as a very entertaining way of getting to
Yeah.
the message. It's
Right.
it's fun.
Yeah,
I
it
like
is
it.
fun to watch. And so you're not even like mad that you didn't get a reading because you were thoroughly entertained the whole time. And he tells hilarious stories in between.
Oh yeah.
I would have been mad I didn't get any candy. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. It wasn't great candy.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
No.
If it was good candy,
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like the Star Mints and the freaking root beer barrels and like like buttermints and stuff like that.
Yeah.
fair. At least take one step up.
Johnny,
Whatever
it's
you
open
want, Johnny.
topic night, man. Whatever
You pick.
questions you want, we can go down any
You
rabbit hole
pick.
you throw at us.
We love rabbit holes.
It's
I know.
it's
Our favorite.
it's your choice. You have lifesavers.
Yeah.
I used to do
I'm
that.
down with lifesavers. You know what I really got into it is the Dum Dum Pops, man. That because we
Yeah.
had some for like Lincoln had some and had a whole bag. I would
Yeah.
take them to bed with me. Just sit there.
Watching your plane crash videos.
Yeah, one night Kate was like, "What's that noise?" I was like, "I'm sorry, I'll stop." It was just me crunching down.
I
I'm
used to
sorry.
have like good candy at our table all the time, but like when we're doing like outdoor stuff and it's like hot as hell, it just melts.
Right.
And then or people just come and the only reason they come to the tables is to get a grab handful of candy. But
Fuck that, man. I was eating the candy.
Yeah.
I
That's the
know
other problem.
we all were. That's the other
That's the
problem.
other problem. That's the big one right there.
I don't need to go buy any lunch. We could just eat candy the whole time.
Right.
And that's what
What's
would
up,
be in my
Cameron?
head. That would totally be my thought process.
Right? Oh, I'm hungry. I need something to eat. I'll
Oh,
just have another
God.
peppermint patty.
If I eat,
No.
Oh God.
not really what I was gonna say.
We're not going to be at
If we-
FCI, just so you know, Paul.
If you eat peppermint
Oh.
candy.
Yeah, like now I want some candy.
I know. I got to go to the store now and get some sugar-free peppermint patties.
But that's what, like, I would think, all right, I could eat 3 Reese cups, and that will be like the equivalent of a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah.
Right.
Good luck.
That's how I would space it. That's how I'd space it out in my head. You add a peppermint patty or you add something else in there, that's a little bit of a little extra,
Yeah.
Right.
It's like the snack with your lunch.
Yeah. Like a little dessert after my peanut butter sandwich. A chocolate peanut butter sandwich. Or my peppermint patty.
Oh, jeez.
Gonna throw a
Bruce,
slab
you have
of-
a whole stack of business cards, huh? For people you need to contact about being on the show.
Yeah, I put them somewhere.
I hope they're not in that thing.
No, they're not. They're not. I mean, I almost put them in there too, and I'm like, no, it's probably I need to take these home. But yeah, we got some good stuff. We got Frank Roberts from Buffalo Paranormal. They run I can't remember the name of the place. It's an old jail like place up in Buffalo area. So we got that. I'm gonna get them on. He's got a lot of stories to tell about that place. He came. Tim Shaw rode with him up there, so they got to be cool people, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What's up, Jason? How are you doing, man?
Maybe we should have Lori on and Brooke from Wildwood.
Yeah, definitely.
Before or after we go?
Maybe we could do before.
Okay.
I don't know.
It
Yeah.
was good to see them too.
Oh,
Yeah, it was really good.
never mind. What are we doing? We're doing the same thing we always do.
Planning. We about to plan.
Awesome, Jason. Saw your pictures, buddy. Keep it up.
So Kate is going.
Good. In case you guys are
Happy
wondering what all
friends.
these cryptic
Hello.
comments are, we're going to Wildwood next weekend.
And once again, we are planning our trip on
Wait,
air.
next weekend? That's
Yes.
already next weekend?
Yes, the first.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. You better not say that next Wednesday. Oh, it's this weekend?
Oh,
Well, you know how I totally
Yeah.
forgot that. I totally forgot about it. I knew it was around in June, but totally did not piece it together.
Ezzy. I forgot to say
What's that
hey,
mean?
Eddie. Oh, yeah, I
Man.
know. You were. Kendall said, can't wait to go to New York. And you're like, what? That
I
sounds
wish.
awesome.
Yeah, I
could
wish.
that sounds fun. I wish I could go.
Thought I was going on a girls' trip, man.
go. Right. But yeah, if you guys haven't heard of it, the Wildwood Sanitarium out in Salamanca. I haven't been there. Denise has.
I haven't been there.
Super cool. I heard it's. I mean, how was your experience there?
It was fine.
That was in depth. Thank you.
What are you doing, Brian?
We just can't put her on the spot like that.
No,
Jesus.
no, it was good. I was reading Brian's comment.
Okay.
It was good. And there's all kinds of different activity there. Like it's weird because different rooms like feel totally different. If that makes sense. Like there's something like
Yeah.
that seems like threatening in the basement.
Yeah.
Like you feel uncomfortable, but then there's a little boy. Then there's like, there's just like all different kind for as small as the location is, there's just all kinds of stuff there.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Well, it's been on my bucket list for a while and I'm super excited to go there.
Yeah.
I actually like wander outside the state of Ohio.
Right?
I don't
Which is
really
weird
like going outside of the state of Ohio, but I mean, I do, but
Close.
Right? Don't say anything about New York until after, okay?
Let me tell you about New York.
New York.
He's like, it's in New York. What?
Yeah. You might like New York, Heisenberg.
I've been there before. I've been to the city and the state.
Nice.
Well, you kind of have to be in the state to go to the city, but I mean,
I'd have to look into that, man. I'm not even sure what you're talking about, to be honest.
What?
Are those
you know
bad?
what black-eyed children are?
Well, I know what black-eyed children are, but he's like very specific about something happening in West Texas.
I'm not worried about it.
I don't know anything about that.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, we've talked about black-eyed children, and I mean,
we got
they're one
Texas
of the
covered.
scariest things to me.
Yeah, we got Texas covered. I don't worry about Texas. We got Ashley out there. She takes care of that shit.
Yeah, I don't know what specifically about West Texas, but
yeah,
they scare me the most because I feel like they're the most interactive with people. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to be a psychic to see them. There's all kinds of just regular ass people see them all the time. And because I have a soft spot for children, like I would be dumb enough to invite the black-eyed child into my house because they asked if they could use my phone. You know what I mean?
right.
Can you see that they have black eyes at that point?
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe you don't notice.
No, I'm just asking. Like, I mean, can you tell? Like, or do they have like some kind of
Yeah, they have their entire eye is all black, and it's not like once they get into your house, then it like transforms. Like you could see them. I did see one time.
But you think your love of kids would supersede that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And plus, the ADHD, I don't always look at people in the eyes anyways. So I would be, first of all, looking around for their parents. And if they were like, can I come in and get a glass of water? I'd be like, yes, honey, come inside until your mom comes. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't even let you in my house for a glass of water.
That's why I bring my own water anywhere we go. not going in anybody's house.
That's what like I don't let anybody in my. I would let you guys in my house, but yeah, I wouldn't let there'd be no children. I don't even care if they're kids. Be like, no, you go next door. Church owns that house.
It's
Well, apparently, I just looked it up. Apparently, the whole West Texas connection is that I guess that's where the whole story started with black-eyed children.
really
According to this, yeah. I was just looking up something that these guys put out on another podcast. The black-eyed children originated in Abilene, Texas, back in 1996.
what? That seems
doesn't-
very
yeah.
new.
Well, I mean, the whole thing with the what do they call them? Shit, what's that demon-looking thing? The Thin Man, or what's that called?
Slender Man.
Yes, the Slender Man. Thank you.
Thin
Yes.
man, skinny
Like
guy.
Thin Man, Slender Man, same fucking
Stick Man. Stick guy.
I'm trying to think. I want to say it was probably 2000 when I saw one.
Oh, you
Yeah,
saw
me
one? Saw one?
Yes, I saw one.
Oh wow! I've
Black-eyed
never
kids
seen
should
one.
terrify everybody.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be a surprise.
That's true.
Like-
There's nobody who's like, "This is really cool. I'd love to see one day."
Yeah.
Just don't invite them in your house, and you're all right.
Yeah, or your car, because people have reported seeing them outside of their cars as well.
Well, I wouldn't. I don't stop. I would just run them over.
And they will stand in front of your car. And then there will be like, you look over and there's like 3 more next to your door. No.
Right.
But I did see one on Halloween outside
Oh,
of my ex's house. It was well after all of the kids were done trick-or-treating, and he was standing outside in the picture window, and I could see him standing out there, and I could see from across the house that his eyes were super dark. And
Nice.
I didn't go to the door. Because I knew something was wrong. And when my ex looked over, he had disappeared.
I do not like big picture windows.
Yeah, right. I do not like, and when I'm at home, all of my curtains are closed.
Yep.
First of all, I don't like the fact that, God damn it. They're so scary.
I wonder what they are though. I'm like, I gotta like do a little bit.
The black-eyed
research.
children, man.
So,
black.
okay.
What do you
So
think?
that
Cryptids? Are they demonic? Are they?
I think that they
aliens?
are spirits that some people would label as demonic because they are like mean, I guess.
Mhm.
But we're not on Discovery Plus or have a YouTube show, so we don't have to call them demons. But some people might say that.
I like that. That was fun.
The decryptids.
What?
Decryptids.
Mm,
I would just say like earthbound spirits, like because I think there's a lot of different kind of spiritual things that we don't know that are just walking among us all the time.
right.
It's just one of those. Some of them are nice, some of them aren't. Some
Do you
of them
think they
probably.
were ever human, or do you think they're just?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But so,
I don't like talking about it because you know why? They appear then.
They're just like
yeah, right.
Yeah, it looks like manifested.
So like
bad
Ray is
energy.
manifesting him into his house right now.
No,
Yes.
I have
No.
blue-eyed children. That's a whole different problem.
No, I got a blue eye. It's happening. I can see it.
Yeah, don't fucking invite me into your house. That's for sure.
Yeah, they terrify me. That
Yeah, I don't know what to wait. They're definitely some kind of earthbound spiritual thing. I don't know.
yeah.
Definitely evil. They're
I
no
don't
good.
care. There's
No
a
bueno.
children at the end of it, and children freak me out. Children's ghosts. So
Oh yeah. I hate.
I
the
don't
thought
care
of
if they're
children
black-eyed,
ghosts.
blue-eyed, green-eyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
It
thought
also
of-
is like super heartbreaking to me. Like the thought of like a child being stuck
Yeah,
forever. at Madison Seminary or Hinsdale or wherever. It doesn't matter. The fact that they're stuck there for an eternity is heartbreaking to me.
But how do we know they're stuck? Maybe they just come out. Maybe this is a teenage thing they do. Like they come out here and like fuck with people.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go to Madison.
Yeah.
Let's make some people sick there.
Definitely had experience at Madison with some that like to screw with you.
I can imagine like some teenage ghosts like cruising the area.
Right? Like we used to go to the mall. They go
causing trouble at places.
And it's like that TikTok where they're like, watch this. Mama.
Yeah.
You know?
That's exactly what's going on, man.
Right. That's definitely a better thought than them being stuck there for eternity.
Yeah. Right.
But
I honestly think so, because that's what I would totally do.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you guys? I'd like cruise around and fucking with people.
For sure. Like only in mildly annoying ways, though.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be like scary or anything like that. Or they would know it was me, and I would probably be. Well, no, I could be more annoying as I am now, but I might tone it down just a touch, because I'm in their house.
Yeah.
Right.
Just,
no, but it's your house, man. It's your
So
house.
I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna be cutting on Dee the whole time at her house.
That's true.
She deserves a spot where she doesn't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but not all the time.
And like, I feel like
children are so clingy, man. They don't understand private space.
Like all of my EVPs as a ghost, they'll be like, who lives here in this house? And I'd be like, your mom.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of stuff I want to hear. And you know what? I'm honestly not going to believe in ghosts until I hear it.
Shut up, Paul.
Yeah.
We should be at a time now that we get a your mom joke from a ghost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, we got your mother at the seminary once.
Yeah.
Because we say your mom all the time.
Yeah.
And we also say bitch every time we see each other. And we have heard that on the Phasma box.
Okay, that's awesome.
That way.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I don't know if it's like
if they've learned it or
or if they're picking up on what we say.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love it, and I'm here for it.
Not that we'll be able to hear like our kids' haunts, but I could just imagine you ain't got no riz, bro.
Oh my God, right?
You
Give me
no
toilet,
riz, bro. Sigma, bro.
I am going to honestly say that I have no idea what you said. Half of that right there.
Yeah.
And I am going to be okay with that.
It's a real thing. Just wait.
It'll be special teams, special plays, special players.
Yeah. What's up, brother?
Tuesday. What's up, brother?
You know what? Fuck you guys. I'm going home.
Yeah. Welcome to having a middle schooler, high schooler.
Yeah. I had to look. I have to thank God for TikTok. I have to look this shit up so I know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
No cap.
Man.
My goodness. Getting it? It will be funny though. I mean, because first of all, why do we have every spirit is a woman in a Victorian dress or a man in a top hat? Like
my wife brought that up too. She's like, "Where's the dude like walking down in like jeans and an afro and like white t-shirt?"
What's the dude just walking around like with like his his robe open, like kind of like, like what the fuck? What are you guys doing here? That's what I mean. That's probably what you should hear the most.
Do you guys ever see that show Ghost?
Yeah.
Where the woman could see the dead people and the man.
I always wanted to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my God.
It's a good show. It's funny.
It's hilarious because like the one guy has the top part of his suit on, but he's just walking around in his boxers and like because he died in the middle of doing something he shouldn't have been.
I often think about that. If you have to wear the outfit, like do you get to pick what you wear? Or like when you die, that's it, whatever outfit you're in. Because a lot of times I leave the house in outfits I shouldn't be wearing. And I don't want to be in like pajama pants, my hair all fucked up for eternity.
Well, it depends. Like, am I going to be comfortable that way?
I feel like you'll be comfortable anyway.
Right. Well, you don't know that.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna die. I'm like, really?
Like my butt better not hurt when I sit down on something when I'm dead. Otherwise, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Yeah.
Won't you fall through it though? Like you'll go through the, just like fall right through.
Oh my gosh!
everything.
So you could just never sit down.
Oh my gosh, that sounds awful.
You got to practice your ghost powers.
How do you not fall through the floor though? Then.
Well, you got practice like Patrick Swayze did in Ghost.
Oh, that's true.
Or Ghost Dad.
I've never seen Ghost Dad, but
neither have I. I just know it exists. What's up, Darren? We said that already.
And ghost jobs, I think about all the time.
Me too. I do think of that.
Because it happens so often. You know, we'll be at the seminary and like you're in the laundry room and the like conversation is about doing laundry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or you're in the kitchen and they're talking about get the pots and pans and they're talking about broccoli and whatever. And you're like, oh my God, are you working for eternity?
Well, yeah. I mean, down in the laundry area, I've heard a woman like singing or humming. Like she's, you know.
Like she's working.
What we saying that? Were we were talking about that maybe, you know, they like their job so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we always said. Like
that they wanted to be there, you know, like that. I mean, there's I guess there's a different way to look at it either way. Either like it's either hell, you have to go to work every day and do what you're doing, or you get to do something you like.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So maybe my EVPs would be like, would you like to buy or sell a house?
Well, I know when we did like the ghost tours and the ghost hunts at Anadine, we talked a lot about that in the pig farm and all the farms, because I mean, that was people's homes. They were brought there, and a lot of them were hired and they were handicapped in some way, you know, so that they were appreciated there. They were given food, they were given shelter, they were treated like people.
I was going to say that probably is the most important part.
Yeah. They had an existence, they had a purpose, and they loved it. You know, they were made to feel like normal people.
Yeah.
And that's why like when we were in the basement of the piggery at Anadine, I always tell a story about like just sitting there and hearing like a guy walking back and forth, like brooming, like just sweeping. Because that's, I mean, he did that every day and he loved being there. So, I mean, it could be residual. It could just be a moment in time playing itself over and over again. I don't know.
We put out so much energy every time we do anything. So when you're doing something every day, a few times a day for 20 years, you for sure put that energy out there.
Yeah. That's a good question, Paul. What happens to the ghosts that Bobby Mack is going to tear it down?
If you think about it.
They're going to fall into the back of the railroad tracks if they don't tear it down. I think it's sliding back there, man. Yeah. So like either way.
There's a lot of theories because, you know, people say that like furniture is haunted and stuff, and like, you know, pieces of buildings have, you know, energy attached to them. So it's possible that they would go with, you know, I'm sure people are going to take things from there.
Yeah.
Not saying steal, but like people will take the stuff out of there or whatever. So maybe they go with that. Or if they build something else, then they will just stay there at the new place. There's a ton of places that are brand new that are haunted. And people are like, I don't understand. Nobody ever died here before.
You don't know.
We don't know what happened on the land.
Right. Yeah,
there's war fought all over this place.
That happened at the Emmett Inn too, like when it burnt down.
Oh yeah.
Was it the Emmett? It was called the Emmett Inn, right?
Yeah. The Emmett House.
Hotel.
The Emmett House.
Was it?
The Emmett House. That's
the Emmett House.
And Jeff had taken pictures of like the like after it had been mostly burnt, and like it was crazy looking because it was freezing that day, and like all the spray from the hoses, the firemen's hoses, just icicles like all over the place. But you could see he captured like in like the one window that was still standing there what looked like a spirit of somebody just standing there behind. It was so it tore me up. And like somebody like walking in front of it, and when nobody was allowed to be there. I mean, that was, he caught something. I definitely think he caught something on that, but it's kind of a sad thing to think about. I mean,
it is. I'm definitely getting bummed out thinking about this.
Yeah, you would hope that they would move on, but if they're still there, maybe they didn't know how to move on in the first place. I mean, and what that spirit, that energy just get transferred into the ground so that it's still there, but they don't have the halls to roam anymore. I mean, I don't know.
If there's
Or it's
nothing to attach
possible
energy
too.
to, it's going to just float around.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of times like at Madison where we'll see a person like walk through a wall, or like a lot of times there's energy like where the staircase used to be. So I feel like they're still using that staircase, or where they're walking through the wall used to be a doorway.
Mhm.
So if they build something else on top of the site, it's possible that they'll just still be the way the building looked to them.
Yeah.
Just roaming the halls, but really
Or
like
remodels, right? Remodels
what?
are about the same thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I've read stories about
there used to
completely.
be a door there, and now there's a wall.
Yeah.
Mhm. Right.
Well, I mean, didn't part of Madison burn down
The bell
or
tower.
catch
Bell
fire?
tower there was struck by
Yeah.
lightning, right?
Okay, yeah, that's right. But I have heard of places that have, burned down or have been destroyed or torn apart, and something new's been built there, and they're still hanging out.
Right.
They're still there. They're just attached to the ground at that point, or just they're there.
Or they're just in the building the way it was for them because they're on a different dimension. So in their dimension,
Right.
it didn't burn down. In their dimension, Bobby Mackey's doesn't get torn down. So
there it's brand new, like it was when they were
Yeah.
there at that time.
Yeah, so they just keep doing what they're doing. And if they're on the second
And
floor,
when
then
people, and then when
out.
people build something or something on top, they're still doing Bobby Mackey shit, and that's why shit's all fucked up.
Right. Right.
Let's see what Tyler says. Always wondered if spirits looked at us like we were spirits and can't see us like we, yeah. We talk
I
about
feel
that
like
all
they
the time.
do. I feel
Yeah.
like, okay, here's my theory. And I will die on this hill because I really believe it. We have people
Wow.
we have people, psychics, mediums, whatever, who can see spirits, right? And they can communicate with them, and they know what they look like and blah blah blah. Then there's the rest of us normies walking around. We can't see anything. I feel like it's the same thing on the other side. That's why sometimes things are residual, because those are the normies who can't see us. And so they can't communicate with us. So they're just doing whatever they do. And then the other ones who can, who are the psychics of the other side, they're the ones that we call intelligent hauntings, because they can communicate back and forth with us.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
That's very interesting. I like that.
My theory is just like watch The Others, the one paranormal movie that I will. Yeah, because right, the only time they saw that crazy old psychic lady was when she was channeling through the little girl.
Yes.
Yep, and they think that something is haunting them when the whole time they're haunting the new owners of the house.
Right.
Sorry if you didn't see the movie, but I mean, it was like what, in the 90s?
If you haven't seen it by now.
I haven't seen it.
It's an awesome perspective on haunting, and I always like everybody. What's your favorite paranormal movie? I'm like, because it's not super scary, but it gets you thinking, and there's a couple jump things that happen, but you're just like, whoa, okay.
Yeah,
at the end,
it really makes you think.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times, when you're doing EVPs or you're listening with any sort of device where you can hear a voice, a lot of times it's them going, hello. And what do we do when we hear a noise, when we walk into a room, or when we think we hear somebody talking, we go, hello. You know what I mean? It's the same.
Like that EVP we caught at Shalersville with our team. Like, is Lucille here? And we're like asking all these names that we knew because they were like on a picture.
Yeah.
That we knew it was like the Poots family that had lived there. And we got that girl's voice. Where are you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're in the same house, but where are you? She's hearing us.
Because she can't see us, but we're ghosts.
Right.
We're ghosts.
Right. I love talking about that.
Yeah. It's such a
It's
the
cool
same
theory. Like how they perceive we talk about that all the time too, like how they perceive our equipment.
Yeah.
They don't know what the hell that shit is. Like, that's dark magic. What the that thing is talking. Why is this talking?
We just talked about that at Mansfield, because a lot of times, there's like for whatever reason we talked about, every spirit is like from Victorian times, right? So the only thing that lit up to them is fire. That is their only source of light. If something lights up, that means it's on fire. So we come in with all these things and we're like, hey, touch this thing and turn that light on. To them, it's like turning on a fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I would
we
think
had
that's
talked
pretty
about
cool.
like what?
I would think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Give
but
you
not everybody
the guy
like
that's
you.
like, ooh, fire. Yeah.
Right. And then like
Fire up.
the plastic stuff, like the cat balls, those look fragile as hell because they probably look like glass to them. They don't know
Yeah.
what plastic is. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, what's that clear stuff? Yeah, they only know glass.
And you're
Yeah.
saying if I touch them, they catch on
Or
fire
ice.
inside?
Right.
Oh, I'm out.
I'm out. I'm not going to touch that.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they kick them though. That's like, get out of here,
Right.
man. Just like put the
Yeah.
fire out. Gotta get it out of here.
But it's, I mean, it's witchcraft to them and it's sorcery.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it
like
would be really cool to build things that are more time period appropriate.
Yeah.
And
there are
figure out
people that
ways.
do. We were talking about Elliot
Oh, with
from
his bell.
ACG making his bell REM pods and stuff, you know, and people making like the music boxes. I'm not talking about the ones that look like coffins, but
yeah. Peggy Goodell uses you know how people do like the mag light trick? She does the same thing, but with candlesticks from the dollar store. Like the battery operated ones, they're the same thing. You can like turn them till they're at a certain point and then they can manipulate them. So that's more appropriate. Although, are they going to touch the flame?
Right.
And that's another reason why I think that things are like we're just on different dimensions, because when we were doing a flashlight session at Madison, we were getting tons of activity. It was like flashlights and K2s, and it was like constantly like answering, and we'd say turn on number 1, and number 1 would turn on like for a long time. And then somebody moved the flashlight and they put it onto the stove. And then it stopped working. And I was like, okay, but would you touch a stove? Like maybe the stove is
since the invention of the stove, what have little kids been taught?
Yeah.
Don't touch the stove.
Yeah.
Right.
My middle son, that was literally his first word was hot. He pointed to the stove. So we moved it to the windowsill and then it started again. Like they're not going to touch the stove because to them it's still working.
Yeah. So this is things we got to think about when we're investigating. But
right. I always try to tell people, you know, you don't know if that table is in their dimension. You don't know if they can see that. So you can't go, can you touch that device on the table? Well, put it on something that's attached to the building. Put it on a windowsill. Put it in the doorway. You know, something that they can see as well. Yeah. If things are totally different.
Right. And that's what kind of when like using K2 instead of like or any kind of EMF reader is kind of more important to use it as what it's meant for and not like a method of communication.
Yeah.
Like, you know, recording like actual EMF disturbances or readings and stuff like that. So it correlates with whatever else is going on.
Right.
You can validate it a little bit more,
but there's a whole, I'm just going to disprove.
But I also, I do believe in trigger objects. And if you have a K2, we've seen them go off and we know it works.
Right. Right. So if it is like 2 different dimensions though, and like they can't see us and like the table's not there and whatever, and the door is not where it used to be, and now there's a wall and all that, then how can they even see our equipment?
But they might not.
I think we're assuming a lot.
Yeah. It's just like so many questions.
But that would also be like why we see ghosts walk through the wall and disappear.
Right.
So maybe that wall wasn't there at one point. Maybe that was a doorway.
Right. But then so if they're not seeing the wall, they're probably not seeing my K2 sitting on the floor.
No.
Because that's even less permanent. I don't know.
Then how do you explain when they actually do interact with that kind of stuff?
I don't explain it. I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
If we could explain it, wouldn't we be like
experts with printed out certificates.
Yeah. On print shop. My dot matrix
Microsoft
printer.
Word, man.
That's how you can sell.
Publisher
You can
could
sell
do it.
those at the cons. You can write people
Yeah.
certificates for being
Yeah.
expert ghost hunters.
Right.
Signed by Heisenberg.
Just
Microsoft
certify
Publisher.
everybody.
Certify
50
everybody.
bucks, I'll certify you right here on the spot. You don't even need to take
Right.
a test.
Here, let me go get my expired notary.
Oh my god!
Certified
It
by
would
the
be even
Cryptic
better that it's
Paranormal
expired. Right. You're an expert.
I think I get
By the way,
arrested for
I love-
using
I mean,
expired
honestly,
notary.
You can.
I think it's funny that Heisenberg is
I
wearing
don't
a
know.
Don Squatchin t-shirt when he is afraid of said Sasquatch.
I never said I was afraid of Sasquatch.
Yes, you
Oh,
did.
you just don't want to. You don't want to like track him and find one.
Why
I don't
not?
think he wants to be
Because-
found.
What's that?
I don't think he wants to be found. He or she.
Well, obviously not.
Then stop looking for her. You're so worried about ghosts walking through tables and shit, but you're chasing this big ass foot
If he
monster
doesn't
through
want
the
to be
wall.
found, he can tell me that. He can tell me that to his face, to my face.
Right.
I'll leave him alone.
He's like, "Excuse me, sir. I just need some privacy.
Right.
I'll walk where
I just want to be
okay,
left
sir."
alone.
So you're okay
I got you,
worrying
man.
about ghosts thinking that shit's flame, but
But
let's
do you
chase
mind
this
really
thing
quick
through
if
the
I
woods.
just snap a quick selfie? Just real quick.
Right.
Just a
Just
selfie.
real
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. You don't want to be. They don't want to be found. They ain't gonna be found, man.
What up, Sean? Yeah. I'm so looking forward to like getting back out in the woods. Like I'm ready to go.
Same.
We should
Why?
still try to figure out how to do that.
There's bugs out there.
There are bugs out there, and that's like the worst part.
I hate
Yeah.
bugs.
Yeah.
That's why I,
I
got
have
bug spray.
hammocks that have a mosquito net on them, though.
That's nice.
And it like zips up. So
Yeah. It's always best
Those
to
are
keep
really
like not sleep on the ground if you want to like keep away from bugs.
It's always
Yeah.
best to sleep inside a fucking house, is what it is.
Well, we
Although I
can
had
go
a
to we
stink
can
bug
get a
fly in my hair today in my house, so not
oh,
always safe.
we
Get
can always
what?
get like a nice cabin, like and just like make day trips and come back.
Cabin
No, you're
squad.
still out. You're still out in the woods, man. You're still out there. Doesn't matter. So, let's go to the most remote place in the world, anywhere in the state, and be like, "Hey, come get me, serial killers."
Yeah. A lot
That's
of
what those
movies
cabins
start out
are.
that way.
That's what those
Lot
cabins are.
A lot of murder movies start out that way.
Yeah.
Oh come on, you guys know
although
we'll be fully armed.
That's true.
I don't know if that's
What?
So we'll be
I
fully
did have a-
armed. So don't.
I did have a client who said that there was a Sasquatch at his house, so you
Cool.
don't even have to go in the middle of nowhere.
Nice.
I'm telling you, they're a
Apparently-
Browns fan, man. When they win the Super Bowl, you'll fucking see them all over the place.
Oh my god!
They've been embarrassed. They want to come out.
There's a lot of sightings right here in Kent and Ravenna area. So
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't have to go that far.
Duh. Cleveland Browns, right
Yeah.
there.
Just got to get permission to go on the Arsenal in the Arsenal property where people see them apparently. Or they've
You
been
sneak on
reported.
that. Go for it, Ray. Sneak on the Arsenal property.
Yeah, watch me.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's all got double barbed wire.
Right.
We did.
Do you think people actually sneak on that? Because I'd be scared shitless, man.
I would never even think about it. Yep,
Yeah, I
see,
don't think
see,
I would either.
He was walking around the Parapsychon like, hey, these are my
That is
people.
not Bigfoot, man. That is some messed up throat looking.
That's big throat. That's Bigfoot with.
Yeah. We had to be taller.
That's what Loch Ness Monster would look like if it had a baby with Bigfoot.
Oh my
Nice
god!
long
Stop
neck.
it.
Yep. We saw aliens. We saw everything.
Lots of clowns too.
Hey, Mama Roof.
We saw her too.
Yeah. A lot of her. All day.
All day,
2
every
days in a
day.
row. Oh, she's fun. It's funny.
She helped us
Yeah, it was
out.
good
She watched our table.
Yeah. When you
She
were
complained about it every time. No. Jeez, Andrew.
Good times.
I like how we were gone for 45 minutes. How many times did you leave Andrea in charge of our table?
Oh, probably a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes when he was even still there.
He's like,
shit,
He
Andrea,
wants the
you're in
table.
charge.
Before you guys even went to the, I was downstairs with you guys while you guys were getting ready to go into the reading.
I
Oh,
know. Yeah, you were. That's funny.
It was cool though. And I know we say every year that we need to make more time to like go see the speakers and stuff, but we do not do that.
I like what we
Right.
do.
You like when we take time to go?
No,
Oh,
because it's usually me that gets to stay behind at the table, so I do not
that's
like
because you
when.
don't want to see anything.
Exactly, and I feel like you guys should be the same exact way as me.
No.
Oh,
You should want to stay at the table at all times.
You don't want to stay at the table.
I know I don't.
We're only vendor and at like because we signed up to be a vendor. We're not actually vendors. We like to go and like enjoy
Right.
But it's nice to have a table to like retreat to and like kind of sit down for a while and be able to relax.
That's true. We always have a place to sit. That's why we
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when I went to FCI and we didn't have a table, I didn't know what the fuck to do with myself.
Yeah, it is
like-
weird.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I didn't go that time. I'm not going without a table.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I can only walk around and talk to people so many times before I feel like I'm done with this.
I would be
want
there
time,
if I didn't have a table. I would be there for 20 minutes.
Yeah, right. Just
Do a quick
lap
one around and be done.
I'd be like, okay,
But then there's
Here's
like
my-
raffles and stuff. You
here's
gotta
my
sit
shit
there
for the raffle.
Well, yeah,
You can
we've
sit there 20
been
minutes
doing
before the
those.
raffle.
Right. We've been doing those long enough to know about what time the raffle is going to start. So you get there about 15 minutes, 20 minutes before, then you do your laps and
Well, I'm just saying that I would do it so quickly because I'm not as social as other people. Like I would
Yeah.
be in and out of there in like no time.
yeah.
Mhm.
Right. I gotcha. I like to socialize a little bit, but yeah, it was weird, like not having a table.
You like to socialize a lot.
I don't know what you're talking about. I hate
True.
people. I don't like talking.
It's okay.
No,
You're
but I
like
mean,
the
even at the
only one that got pictures this weekend. Like everybody, you're like, let's get a picture. I'm like, yeah, I forgot.
I think I'm in 2 pictures, and I'm okay with that.
right.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people asking me to be in pictures with them, so I mean,
That's what I'm saying, man. You are now the eye candy of the show.
That's right.
yeah.
I'm done. I'm
You're
retired.
retiring.
Heisenberg and I are just your photographers for when people want to come take pictures with you. We take the picture for you.
There's still a lot of people that come to me, hey, Goose, and I'm like, hi, you. How are you?
Hey, guys.
I remember seeing you last year here.
Okay,
know.
so that you're explaining is what
Yeah.
Heisenberg and I go through all the time.
Yeah.
Because we both are so bad with names. Like
Yeah.
I will know that I know somebody. I will even know like things about them because we're friends on Facebook or whatever.
Right.
And but I cannot remember names.
Right.
I can walk by
Wow.
Denise
Just
and not
say that.
even know who she is. No.
She gets so confused. She actually got me confused because what you were trying to figure out. Because I called Tim Shaw, and you're like, that's not Tim Shaw. I'm like,
Oh
pretty
yeah.
sure it is. She's like, well, who's that long-haired guy that's super smart that was at Potographs? And I'm like, at that point, I was so flustered, like, I don't even fucking know who we're talking
name is
about.
also
I mean, I
Tim.
did. Yeah.
I thought I
another
gave her
tip.
I gave a couple good names for it.
You did. Robinson, I think, was one of them.
Yeah. Tim Robinson.
Yeah.
You were in rare form, and I was loving it the whole time.
Heisenberg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good times. I had a blast.
It was a good time.
Sometimes.
Speaking of time,
Oh my gosh.
that hour went quick.
That was quick.
So, Heisenberg, I don't have anything to plug, so you don't have to ask me. I mean, we're going to Wildwood.
We're going
we
to
might go.
Wildwood.
We'll see. Maybe we'll try to go live, but we might forget, or we might not be able to.
95% chance we will forget. Don't.
Yeah.
There's a
Don't hold it.
95% chance that we'll forget, and there's a 99% chance we won't do it.
Yes.
Well, I'll get a hold of Lori or Brooke or both of them and see if they want to be on the show next week,
Yeah.
so we can
That's a good
have
idea.
them on, have a little bit of fun. But
Or maybe we should have them after we go so that we can talk about experiences that we've had and see if anybody.
that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Man, we always talk to people before. Why don't we talk? We
Yeah,
don't talk
let's talk
after
to them
about what we
after.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like our bad habit of talking people before their projects actually are released, so they can't actually
Right.
talk about them.
I'm not talking about anybody's projects anymore.
I know.
No.
But if they're not going to
We're
tell us shit,
asking people.
Right.
We
Well,
don't care
you
what you
know,
want to plug because you're going to say,
Yeah.
I can't talk about it
I
yet.
can't talk
Right.
about it. Well, you know what? Then you're not talking about it ever again.
Well, I
on this
got
show.
3 things coming up that
Yeah.
I can't talk about. And,
Right.
Yeah. Like, we already know about your stupid book. So let's talk about the show. We can't talk about it.
Yeah.
All right.
We're just being
Crypto
jerks.
Right.
Now that we've insulted everybody. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's have a bad day.
Crypto heads, you guys have a good weekend. Thank you for joining us in this shit show of an episode. It was fun though. We went down some rabbit holes. We had fun. And we were being quite what Denise is about to tell us not to be.
Yeah.
Well, I was the
Don't be an
same. I was the same.
Should we
talking
just
to
start
you,
saying
Heisenberg, don't be an asshole.
maybe we should start closing the show? Don't be a Heisenberg.
But if we get too many people that they're not going to follow that rule. Let's not make it like hard on people.
Maybe that's our next T-shirt.
Later,
Don't be a
Paul.
Heisenberg.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, no, let's not make it hard on people. We don't want to make it like, you know.
Right.
No,
But this is what happens
that's
after
our
a
next
full weekend
T-shirt.
of
Is
fun.
don't be a Heisenberg.
I bet you it sells out.
It'll
It
sell.
would. Yeah,
All of our tens of fans will buy them all.
I'm gonna do it.
It would, because that's all we make is
I'm gonna
10. 10 shirts.
$10 is gonna have like at least stickers with this on it next time.
Yeah,
Right after the show, Ray, could you put "Don't be at Heisenberg" on a sticker?
right after. I have Canva now. I can do it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So now I can
Cool.
really surprise you with merch.
Oh,
Because what?
Now I
She
can
has
really
Canva.
surprise him with merch because I used to have to ask him to do like things for me, like put logos on or whatever. But I can do it now.
Oh boy.
oh yeah. Time to make our own T-shirts.
Oh my gosh, I got lost for a second.
Oh, well, that's just a good reason to sign off. We love you guys. We'll talk to you next week, somebody
Okay.
or just us. I don't know. Spooky later, crypto heads.
Who knows?
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.